A lot of times they don't want to hear what you have to say when it's correction. And especially if you're a person or a man that could be going through some things and you have wisdom and you can see situations play out. And whether you believe it or not, a lot of women claim they want men that, like, 6 foot, all this, blah, blah, blah. They want that, but a lot of them don't want to have men that are equal to or smarter than them. And when I say smarter than them, it's just not book smarts. It's also of street smarts. It's also of how to read certain situations when you're in public. So I remember saying this back in the day. I used to say, what happens if your partner, this is person that you're with, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, right? That the person that you're sleeping with, right? That they can't correct you. Like, okay, your mom and dad can't correct you, right? And the person you're in a relationship can't correct you. So it's like all of a sudden you see something and you're a partner. It's like, Rush Hour with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, right? I got your 6. Like, I got the 12. I'm the 12. You're the 6. So we're supposed to have each other's back. And we can say, all right, you've been slipping up a little bit. We got to do this and we got to do that. And they get defensive. And then, or you tell her, well, hey, I'm seeing you do this and do that. And you're trying to, like, offer a safe space. Okay? And you're trying to just give a hint, but then you're also trying to lead by example by doing things. And just, like, it's not clicking. And you just like, I don't get it. Because some people are raised, I'm not saying I talk about discipline. I don't think you necessarily have to, like, whoop somebody or spank everybody. But some people have never took, constructive criticism. This is why, it's important when you were younger is to be in a team dynamic, to be coached by different people, to be able to take criticism. Because if you have a coach that comes at you and says, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, blah, blah, blah. They don't dislike you. They see that there's so much more in you, but you have to have focus. And then so what you do is you see so much potential in this person, right? Sometimes you can see so much potential in this person that you almost start to hyper-focus, try to help them. And then what you do is almost tend to forget about yourself and the things you got to do. And then this person likes you, and then they say certain things. But anytime a sense of turbulence comes up, they get defensive. This wall comes up and you're trying to talk to them. And this is the one thing I dislike. And you can tell what's wrong when you talk to them and you are just, you're being cordial. And then they try to call you out your name. Then they get condescending. And then they'll be like, babe. And then they'll call you, well, you asshole, like all in the same sentence. And when you don't realize these things because you haven't been in a relationship or you haven't been in a household with a healthy relationship, because your partner is not the person you sleep with, but your partner is also the person that's supposed to help correct you so we can get this relationship to go somewhere together. But you have to put forth effort. And if you're not going to listen to your partner, do you have a mentor? Like, do you have some sort of guide? Because we're going to make mistakes. Then you might make a mistake and then the partner goes, well, I told you so. Okay, now, this is wrong. I told you so. So if you have so much perception of I told you so, right? You're not supposed to communicate to me, right, of what you think of what you see, of the way you think. You're supposed to figure out the form of communication of how I'm going to understand you. A lot of times it's the ego. We want to say what we want to say. This is how maybe you would hear it. And most likely the way you deliver it ain't the way you want to hear it, no way. But you tell yourself that. It's how can I get my partner to listen to me? This is probably one of the most important skills. When shit hit the fan, when things aren't going well, this is the true test of self and also a relationship. How can this other person receive this information I'm trying to give it to them? How can I tell this person, hey, if you don't do this, I kind of see these things going this way. And if it does go that way, you're not supposed to come back and say, well, I told you so, or it's right. That's not a person on your team. What you're supposed to do is life is about problem solving. Everybody's going through something. Everybody's dealing with things. But I will tell you this, it is extremely difficult to tell the modern woman something because they have so many people in their DMs saying they right. They have so many people exalting them, building them up. I don't even know how you can truly deep dive and put roots into a relationship, because there is no incentive for a woman to actually listen to you unless you cut her a check. Period. You would have to entice her with money to motivate her, because society is giving them that already without any type of effort. And when you hold the line and when you're stoic, you are going for values and morality. The money will come and go, but the money doesn't make you fulfilled. This is a difficult time to be in. This is not easy. We're not supposed to spank the person that you're with. We're not supposed to be controlling. But if you can't sit down and talk to somebody, if you can't sit down and listen to each other when you want the best, then it's probably best that you move on to the next chapter of your life and hold the line.